wasn't that long. Firstly, I'd like to thank my roommate for giving me the idea to do this act. However, he asked not to be mentioned by name, so instead I'll just give his initials, which are Louis DeLellis. Anyway, my name is Paul Krebs, and this is World Class Juggling, Part 2. If you're wondering what happened to Part 1, well, you're a whole year too late. You see, last year, I did an act in which I clearly and undisputably, without cheating, broke the world record for most objects juggled. It was by far the best juggling act at Jam for the Lamb last year. Only in part because it was the only one. But from that point forward, I was kind of considered the juggler. Now, fast forward to the beginning of this school year. And I can barely exaggerate this next part if I wanted to. I'm going to anyway. There's this one thing that people kept telling me. Like, people would mention this to me even more often than the administration would bring up the women's lacrosse team. Every 2 seconds, someone would be like, have you seen the new juggler on campus? I'd be like, yeah, you mean Robert? And he'd be like, well, actually, I don't know his name, but he wears a suit every day. Just from that, I knew that they had to mean either Robert or President Minnis. But it couldn't be President Minnis, because I'm sure if he tried juggling, his throws would go forward, always forward. And it had to be Robert. So you might be thinking to yourself, so Paul has competition, right? Wrong. Bit of a plot twist here, but you see, Robert is actually my friend from back home and was my original inspiration to start juggling. I did my Jam for the Lamb act last year, knowing full well we'd be able to do this one together now. As I followed the saying that I base all my important life decisions off of. If you can't beat them, join them. Please welcome to the stage, Robert LaBeouf! Juggling achievements. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When I was 10 years old, I learned how to juggle. After years of hard work, I achieved my lifelong dream, juggling 3 clubs. For 3 hours and 40 minutes. What? And I have juggled 9 balls. But 5's a lot easier. Been working on some 2-person tricks for today's act. We were originally going to use like the plastic juggling rings, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to juggle those. So instead, we're just going to be doing a fishbowl pattern. It's still going to be great. But I want you all to know that after this, I'm going to keep practicing with rings, and that the current goal is ring by spring. towards in this act. So for this, we're actually going to need a random volunteer from the audience. So you're probably wondering why we'd want. You're probably wondering why we want a random volunteer in a juggling act. And what actually we're doing is Robert and I wanted to show that we're so good at juggling that we could teach someone how to become an elite juggler within a few minutes. So Liam, you don't have any juggling experience, right? Right. Robert, start him off.
All right, Liam. So, you'll start with 4 clubs, because that's the way everyone starts.
So you want to hold them by the handles.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, like that. You got it.
Okay, so you just want to, here. You want to throw them all, catch them all, and keep going. You got it. Oh! This time, what I want you to think is that you gotta believe harder. Okay?
As Shakespeare said, what the mind believes, the body can achieve.
There's no way Shakespeare said that, but just try again.
You got it.
Oh! Hey, you got it. Oh, never mind. Okay, you know what? We're gonna simplify it, guys. It's a little tough. Here, it's not your fault, Leo. Mostly. But okay, instead, what we're gonna do a 3-ball pattern. Okay, so you start with 2 there and 1 here. And what Robert and I are going to do is we're gonna guide your arms. So you don't even have to think about it. We're gonna do everything, and then we'll let go when you're good and ready. All right?
All right.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. I guess you did fine too, Liam.
Oh, right, yeah, good job.
Yeah, stop whatever.
Good job.
Okay, so that was really good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go right into showing you some 3-ball tricks, okay? Because 3 is a really good number for doing tricks on. If you start with 2 in one hand, you can add various throws into it to make different patterns go under your arm. You can do just about anything. Show some, Robert.
Yeah, you move under the leg.
Robert, if you want to demonstrate first. So you see, 5, it's just like 3. Faster, and there's 2 more. Okay, so then there's 4, but don't worry about it. You got it. Just jump 5. It's exactly the same. And remember, believe.
Believe you.
Wanted to volunteer, which is we wanted to show we were so darn good that we could teach him to break a world record within his first few minutes of juggling. We were originally going to go for most time juggling, but then our act would have been over 12 hours long. So instead, we're going to go for the world record for most objects in a sustained juggle without using a bag. The current record is 11. Okay. Here, Leo, you start with 12, you don't get any help. Wait, before you start, I'm gonna make a bit of a bold claim, and then I'll explain why I'm making it. My bold claim here is 3 equals 1. And so I'm gonna prove it first. So, wait, okay, so you should be able to verify this. So, imagine you have 3 objects, and those 3 objects are piles of sand. And then, if you put 3 piles of sand together, you have 1 pile of sand. So therefore, 3 equals 1. So anyway, how we're going to use that is that we're all 3 going to juggle a 12-ball pattern, and it's still going to count for the world record. You got this.